My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. We got a primary and allied, both random, as well as Covenant 17. Let's go in. Alright. Well, cleanse all units of effects that do not benefit the Seraph is a little bit frustrating here. Based on what I immediately plan to do. Oh my god, I'll take the Railhammer there. Please give me the Armor Champion. Yeah! Woo! Hornbreaker Prince on Slay gains 14 armor now? Oh, that's so good. Because it used to be 5. I know the Hornbreaker has been made more powerful recently, but this might be might be too much. We'll see based on how this goes. The reason I say it might be too much is because when you are paired with Awoken, you have the ability to give thorns, or spikes rather, sorry, to your Hornbreaker Prince. And if enemies die against that, it triggers your Slay. So you can get the Hornbreaker Prince is the best tank for us right now. He's a ridiculously good tank for us right now. Set you up on the next floor. Right, I should have done one to you and then one to the Trusted Priest. That's my bad. Okay. Looks like I'm not going to be able to get that one. It's fine. Yeah, don't love the damage we're taking right now. I'll readily admit. So we're going to take 14 damage overall, it looks like. Great. Honestly, 14 damage for a unit draft very early when I'm looking for a backliner because my champion is already everything. That's fine. I'll gladly take an Inferno. I love a good Inferno. Yes, Sharpen is exactly what I'm looking for. Thorns, Alpha Friend, Shattered Shell. So the Shattered Shell is going to fulfill the same role that the Hornbreaker will. What we do want is ramping damage. We do want something like an Alpha Friend. It's just, is the Alpha Friend going to be too slow is my big concern. I think I'll take it, and I think I'm looking for multi-strike. I want to make a good Alpha Friend. I've had a very long time between now and the last time I had an actually good Alpha Friend. Alpha Friend, Alpha Friend, Alpha Friend. I'm just going to semantically satiate that one for you. I would really like to actually lower the cost of some of these Rituals of Battle, especially of the Sharpen. See if I could give Holdover to the Inferno. But I need to make sure that, like, if there is a multi-strike or something like that, I find it. If I reroll here, I might not find multi-strike and then not have anything I can even do. Actually fine with those. Fine. Reroll. Yeah, didn't find it. Did not find it. Figured that was going to be the case. I just wasted 60 there. Use that with Armor 10. Armor 10 is actually really annoying for us. I don't really care about the unit draft ridiculously anymore. Yeah, the Armor 10 is really annoying for us because... You out easily. Lovely. The Armor 10 is really annoying for us because it means the spikes wouldn't be enough. Although, as it turns out, we're not even going to get the spikes until almost the entire end. We definitely need to remove things from the deck. Literally, it was the bottom card on the deck. Oh, worst. So we've really had no time to build up, but we're still gonna be fine. Just testament to how powerful it is. Fine, thank you. Also fine, thank raise it up much. Yeah, I can use that to try and scale our Alpha Friend a lot faster. Potion of Magic for a double stack for more spikes from the Sharpen isn't that bad. Especially because in the final fight our stuff gets halved. Then I'll downgrade the cost of the Sharpen. I'll give 10 extra damage to a Torch. Could be useful. Seen a Woken unit. Again, none of those. I would have loved the Shattered Shell if I didn't already have a plan for how I am taking out chumps. I really want a Shattered Shell run soon. Please, game. Please provide. This one feels like a Train Steward to me. It could also be a Restore. The Restore really doesn't make that much sense when I already have 2 regens in the deck, but also I'm an armor-based person. You know what? Yeah, let's actually get the Restore out of here. Get out of here. I'm also so glad, by the way, that I saw the Railhammer. I picked it over the Volsel Gauge, and then I haven't found any Demon Friends or Consumer of Crowns since, because that would have been tragic. Alright. So you send in a heck of a lot of chumps. Chump, chump, chump. Am I setting up on floor 2 in Infernoing? We only deal 25 damage back is the thing, so like... Fine, I won't use the Inferno here. So this will add 12 damage. Which is literally 1 short. Two, 5 is 7. 17. Yeah, I lose my Hornbreaker Prince here. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Well, how do I survive now? I think I have to actually refocus all of my efforts. On making the Alpha Friend everything we need for this fight. This fight's gonna suck. We're gonna lose a lot of HP. We're probably also going to lose. Funnily enough, if we had upgraded a Train Steward and put it in frontline here instead now, that would have actually been way better. Ugh. Let's take that out. It's you. I mean, my regen's not going to be high enough, is it? Is it? What if I just keep pumping it up? There's no way, right? I mean, Inferno helps, but it's not enough. Oh, God. Yeah, that bomb being put in the mid line there, not having the ability to take it out because it was shielded. As well as, I just don't think we had any actual hits in hand. Was brutal. Was absolutely brutal. Shame to have lost a good start, but gives us the ability to start our next one. We've got a Crushing Demise, 2 Entombed Explosives, and 2 Stings in here. As well as spells being deleted by the boss. Extinguish abilities trigger an additional time is very, very strong. Oh god, are we about to do it? Fine. So, Reform. I need capacity, and I need units. I don't cut dregs, I cut Train Stewards, because the dregs come back with Reform 4 rather than Train Stewards coming back with Reform 1. I try as best as I can to get all of my units dead. And then I get my power out of reforming them a ridiculous amount of times. Any questions? I can't use a Dreg down here because it'll actually die to the spikes of the Apprentice of Light, and in doing so will actually give it Divine Shields, which I don't want to have to do if I can avoid it. So I'm going to do it here regardless. But the reason is so that I can get my first burnout. Entombed Explosive won't die. It will on this floor, though. So another thing that I'm going to want in a deck like this, as I understand it, is targeted removal. Not exactly how I wanted that one to turn out, but actually also not exactly not how I wanted that one to turn out. If that makes any sense at all, which I know it doesn't. Okay. 5 health left. Dang. So we take 14 damage here in order to get the 75 gold. Wicklash gives us the ability to extend that burnout timer, so does the Hallowed Drippings. Maybe I take Hallowed Drippings and I put like Permafrost on it. So when I have a unit that I'm settled with, but its burnout timer is low, I have the ability to fix that. But the Entombed Explosive is also just 2 more explosions against the front line. And if I keep reforming those, maybe Tomb Reform is a thing. Channel Song is incredible in a deck like this, surely, because you just enhance the minion and you reform it and it comes back and you enhance it again. I like the idea of going for a Remnant unit and finding something with Extinguish. Obviously, like, the wax would be great. I don't think there are any real big spell upgrades that I'm looking at the moment. Looking for at the moment. Big Sludge. Harvest. Gain Rage 2. So if anything dies on the floor that Big Sludge is on, it will gain Rage 2. There's also the Paraffin Enforcer here, though. Strike. Friendly burnout units gain Rage 2. So it seems like both of these are really good if I put them on a floor with a bunch of burnout units. Obviously, the Big Sludge is good because it will be able to get really big. And the Paraffin is good because it makes the other things big. The thing is, the Paraffin Enforcer has to be a frontliner in that build. Because if it's not, it won't strike before all of the friendly burnouts strike. And if it doesn't, then they won't get the Rage 2. I think I'm gonna go Big Sludge. I don't want to make Big Sludge endless or anything like that. I could make an Entombed Explosive endless, but I don't think I need to. Big Sludge could take health. Big Sludge, like, probably wants multi-strike. I don't think I want any of these, and I also don't think... no, I'll reroll. Is that good? Is Big Sludge a frontliner now? I think Big Sludge might be a frontliner now. I could also just give burnout to an Entombed Explosive so it'll die when I play it. Sure. I'm trying to go in different directions here, and I think this is gonna do it. It's a weird one. Might take me a moment to wrap my brain around it. And then a couple more moments after that. And then, oh god, you best believe that it's just going to be moments until the end of time. I don't know if I can take this unit draft or not. That said, due to the Conduit Infiltrator, right, like 5 on the bottom floor, 3 on the next floor, and then 1 on the top floor. So due to the Conduit Infiltrator and Clergyman being most of the damage, I suspect that even if I do fail this, I'm not going to take that much damage. So I feel like I can take it. So I got to set up on the top floor, I think. Let's go Channel Song. Ooh, big drag. Rector Flicker on the safe floor, and then drag. I mean, this kills almost all of them, and look at the ridiculous raid Big Sludge is about to get. Oh, you go, Big Sludge. Oh, yes. And we got back the same drag. Love it. Yeah, I mean, don't mean to brag, but this is pretty much exactly how I expected it was going to go. Very, very pleased. This might even be a little more successful than I was expecting it to go. 1, 2, 3. It's going to blow you up. Oh, the explosives are good. The thing is, like, with the Wax to Snuffer, the explosives are really good. But I just don't see how you make it scale. Like, how is that going to take out a boss, for instance? Purifying Cleanse, Wicklash, and Hallowed Drippings. I mean, Purifying Cleanse usually is great because you look at it and go, that's the best healing that I can get as this character. But I have the Awoken as well. They have way better healing that doesn't necessarily rely on having to increase the burnout timer. I don't want to increase the burnout timer. I want my targets to reform. Glimmer? Glimmer fulfills the same role that Big Sludge does at the moment, and Big Sludge is guaranteed to be in my opening hand every single time, so I think I'm fine. So Lady the Reformed is the target behind which we would want to put reform things that we want to keep, but no, I want all floors reforming. Duping something in the deck right now, I actually think I duped the Channel Song, which is so weird. Not a typical thing I'd ever do. Other than that, I'm just looking for health or multi-strike on the Big Sludge. The thing is, like, I'm gonna need to find a lot of healing to support it unless I give it health. And I'm gonna have to find, like, less healing if I give it health, but still some healing. The Hell Vents, it's Channel Song still. Pretty much always gonna be Channel Song though. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Let's look at the Awoken unit first though. Wilting Sapwood, Revenge. Gain 1 energy. We are really not in an energy crunch at all, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Take the health. Take the health. Take the health. Pyre gains plus 40. Hey, so we end up with a plus 25 out of that. Lovely. Duping this Channel Song is also slightly good for the final fight, because the final fight means that my spells are going to be consumed. So if I have a bunch of consumed spells in the deck, I can just play those first and then not consume any non-consumable spells that round. I think I do need the Rector Flicker behind you. Right? Right? How much of my protection am I even focusing up there? Not that much. You know what? No, it's Rector Flicker and Tombed Explosive this floor, because then The reason that didn't work one time that I tried to do it before, and thank you very much to everyone in the comment section who corrected me on this one, was that I tried to do that, but the Rectiflicker with dazed because I played it on the top floor, and your friendly units on the top floor enter with dazed as a result of the 10th Covenant. Perfect. Oh my god, the Entombed Explosive isn't even gonna die. Neither of them will. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, okay. I gave the top line regen because I know that you've got 2 damage, you've got 5, and then you've got 5. Unfortunately, to construct an explosive in the backline is really concerning right now. There we go. We actually get to kill the constructed explosive now. Whew. Thank you for the extra explosive. I mean, Sting is obviously there. Yeah, these train stewards need to be cut. They take 2 capacity themselves each. They're not good reform targets. They're, yeah, like everything is screaming that they need to be cut from this deck. I'll purposefully kill my own minion there. We have a fair few of them in the discard pile right now. Train Steward will throw down the more powerful Dreg there. Still not entirely certain how this do damage, but I'm gonna try. Very glad I have that big sludge right now. Don't know if it's going to be enough. It's not! It's extremely not! Oh my gosh. Well, do I have enough health to survive this? Oh god! Deadelus, why? It's my second run! Deadelus, no! Okay. Well, 3rd run in an episode. Things are getting a little, okay, oh my god. Apply daze to enemies whenever they enter the pyro room. Maybe that'll save us this time. Harvest for +5 when you have the Umbra as your secondary is real good. Just because all of the morsels count as harvests for it. However, a Rectiflicker that has a bunch of stats on it and 2 immortal drains also seems like a really good way to go. So, I'm gonna go with the Burn Bright Rectiflicker. Should I? I think I will. We're not gonna be able to play it at the start of this fight, though. We're gonna have to find ways to give it more burnout. That should be fine. Shouldn't cost us too much HP. Okay. Very glad that they went to the top floor there. Okay, and then We might legitimately be too far from Rectiflicker to get back to it. Oof, gosh. I guess my only real hope is that next turn I draw the Rectiflicker. Did it. Yikes! That was 51 damage there. That's a lot more than I thought I was gonna take. But I guess -5 damage means that, you know, instead of killing them in 2 hits, we were killing them in 3. And they had spikes. Hallowed Drippings, I guess, is a way to extend the Rectiflicker right now. Sure. And Umbra is also a really good way to pick up some morsels to put behind it. I don't know why morsels are my plan right now. I'm very... Okay. Double stack on you. Great. Plus 10 magic power on the Umbra Assault. I'm gonna negative cost the Fatal Melting and then reroll. Holdover. So, I can hold over the Fatal Melting, which is actually a lot of damage every single turn for us. I have to make sure the Umbra Assault is a great single spot target removal. Right now, my biggest concern is... yeah, I can do that. That's fine. Because they just died in my, the Vapor Funnel. Yeah, so basically the worst thing that can happen to me is I play the Rectiflicker on turn 1, because I have to, and don't draw Hallowed Drippings. But never mind, I did, it's fine. Okay. Should have access to the boss now. Got him. The picking of the Burn Bright here over the Accumulator was oh, that's a very early Subsuming Blade, but also I'm looking at that Purifying Cleanse. Gives us the health that we also want. Packed Morsels as well as a Space Prism. I think I need the Space Prism now. No? Do I? No. Maybe it's packed. Maybe it's even on Umbra Assault. Yeah, a little bit more directed removal. The thing is, the directed removal is also, like, I've got a Fatal Melting, which is a lot of, you know, area of effect removal. It's just we want more. No, I'm going to Packed Morsels, I think, actually. Duping a card in the deck would be nice. It'd probably be an Umbra Assault if I had to guess. But spell upgrades are also really nice right now. Okay. Plus 10 magic power on the Purifying Cleanse, happily. And then I'm re-rolling. I'm looking for, there we go, holdover on Purifying Cleanse. So now I don't really have to worry about the mortal trades as much. They're really good before the boss fight, though. I'm going to turn those down. Let's go to the caverns. And take the 3 calcified embers. We're currently strong. We just get less strong as we get further and further away from the start of the game and further away from different Dark Forges. So we need to get to the next Dark Forge, and then we lag for a little bit before we get to the final Dark Forge and become like a 150. Plus 10 magic power as well. No, -1 cost or something though. Shade Splitter? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe not. Definitely? No. Yes? No. Okay. So I should set up probably on the 2nd floor here if I had to guess. Seems the best for us. I'll throw a train suit down there as well. Great way to set up there. Unfortunately, I burn out this turn unless I don't draw any burnout save. I was very much gambling by having the Rector Flicker and only those 2 burnout gains in the deck and no extra floor, but this was very much trying to put together a speedrun because it's the final part of this. I didn't have any access to Reform either to bring back the Rector Flicker. Yeah, this was very much trying to put together a quick and dirty win, and it's not gonna. It will be quick, it will be dirty, but a win, well, I don't think it's gonna be any of that. Oh, they were so low in the deck. Umbra assault on you. Fatal meeting, and then yeah, I guess that's how we're going. We're gonna try to set up the drafts on that floor to be enough somehow. Not gonna work at all, but I want to see it try. I mean, this basically got as close to killing Deadelus as the other runs. Deadelus! You ruined so many runs that were promising. Cut down before they could reach their prime. Obviously, there were weaknesses in the final one. I do not mean to stand entirely by that. That was very much I'm 20 minutes into an episode. I can't have a 1.5 hour episode, so this is going to be a kind of risk everything, go big or go home kind of strategy. And it turns out the game wanted us to go home this time. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.